Assalamualaikum. So today we are going to proceed with the redox reaction, oxidation number. So let's take a look at the redox and changes in oxidation state. So what is oxidation state? Oxidation state tells you how many electrons each atom of an element has gained, lost, or shared in forming a compound. Oxidation state is also known as the oxidation number. Okay. There's several rules to determine the oxidation state. So rules number 1, the oxidation number of a simple ions is the charge of the ion. The oxidation number of a simple ions is the charge of the ion. Okay, here is the examples list of ions. Okay, example here we have sodium ion. So the formula of sodium ion is Na+. The formula of sodium ion is Na+. Plus is written as a superscript ke atas tu. Okay. So oxidation number for sodium ion is +1. Okay. Next, magnesium ion. Okay, formula of magnesium ion is Mg2+. 2+ is also written as a superscript. Kalau formula of ion ni, dia punya charge di atas mesti tulis superscript lah, kecil dekat atas. Okay, so the oxidation number for magnesium ion is +2. Okay. Aluminium ion. Formula of aluminium ions is Al3+. So oxidation number for aluminium ion is equal to +3. So, chloride ion, formula of ion is -1. Okay, negatif kat sini -1 lah maksudnya. So oxidation number for chloride ion is -1. Okay, oxide ion, formula of oxide ion is O2-. So oxidation number for oxide ion is -2. While for the nitride ion, formula of ion is N3-. So oxidation number is equal to -3. Okay. So kita terangkan kat sini. +1, +2, +3. Okay. The charge indicates whether the element lost or gain electron. So kalau charge nya adalah positif, it means that the element has lost their electrons. And then the number of charge here indicates the number of electron that has been donated. Okay, so kalau contoh +1, it is means that sodium has released 1 electron. So oxidation number for sodium after releasing 1 electron is equal to +1. Right? So for the chloride ion, oxidation number is -1. So negatively charged here means receive electron. So how many electron does the chloride ion receive? The chlorine ion receive is 1 electron. So oxidation number for chloride ion is -1. Okay. Sama jugalah dengan oxide ion and nitride ion. The number of charge here indicates the number of electron that has been received. Kalau negatif dia terima, kalau positif dia release. Okay. If you notice here, sodium, magnesium and aluminium is a metal compound. Metal atom. Okay, metal element lah. So basically metal atom will form positively charged ion. As for the non-metal element, chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen will produce a negatively charged ion. Okay. Okay, rule number 2, the sum of oxidation numbers of polyatomic ion is equal to the charge of the polyatomic ion. The sum of oxidation number, okay, total oxidation number lah, maksudnya oxidation number secara keseluruhan of polyatomic ion. Poly here means more than one atoms combined together to become an ion. Okay, so kita tengok, let's take a look at the example. So here is the example of polyatomic ion. Number 1 is manganate. Okay, formula of ions for manganese ion is MnO4 minus. Okay, it is means that manganese ion consists of 1 manganese and 4 atom oxygen. Okay, negative here is the charge of the ion lah, so negative 1. Okay, for the chromate 6 ions, the formula for chromate 6 is CrO4 2 minus. So chromate ions consist of 1 chromium and 4 atom of oxygen with the charge of 2 minus. Okay. 4 kecil yang subscript di bawah ini adalah menunjukkan indicates the number of oxygen atom lah, milik oxygen. Right, for the sulfate ions, the formula for the sulfate ion is SO4 2 minus. Okay, sulfate ion consists of 1 sulfur and 4 atom of oxygen with the charge 2 minus ke atas. Okay, right. So oxidation number for the manganese ion is equal to negative 1. Okay, oxidation number for chromate ion is equal to negative 2. Okay, yang ni hilang pula, tambah negative 1 And the oxidation number for the sulfate ion is equal to negative 2. Okay, oxidation number kat sini, okay, oxidation number here, okay, menunjukkan the sum of oxidation number of the ions, the whole ions ni. Okay, polyatomic ion. Okay, dia bukan, contoh kat sini manganese MnO4 minus. Minus ni bukan milik oksigen ni, tapi milik MnO4. Okay, manganese ni. Right, jangan tersalah. Okay. Okay, rule number 3. The oxidation numbers of atom in element is 0. The oxidation numbers of atom in elements is equal to 0. So here is the example of the element. So for example, we have sodium. The element of sodium, formula for sodium is Na. Okay, element bromine that exists as a bromine gas, Br2. Okay, this is a bromine molecule. Okay, so in a bromine molecule that consists of 2 of bromine atoms. While for the oxygen gas, oxygen molecule consists of 2 oxygen atoms. Kalau nampak dekat sini, tak ada pun charge dekat atas ni. No charge. Okay, dia hanya ada subscript di bawah ni saja. It indicates the number of atom that consists in the molecule. So macam sodium dia tak ada kan, so maksudnya dia 1 sodium lah. There's no number or any charge dekat atas sodium, kosong lah, bermaksud semua ni adalah neutral. So oxidation number for the whole untuk semua contoh di sini, okay, sodium oxidation number kosong. Bromine gas, oxidation number for bromine and bromine gas is equal to 0. And the oxidation number of oxygen gas is equal to 0. Okay. Alright, next. Rule number 3. Okay. The sum of oxidation numbers of a compound is equal to 0. The sum of oxidation numbers of a compound is equal to 0. So sekarang ni dia adalah compound. Bila kita kata compound, it is actually a combination of more than one atoms lah. Okay, they combine dan jadi compound. So let's take a look at the example. For example, here we have magnesium chloride. Formula for the magnesium chloride compound is MgCl2. It means that in the magnesium chloride compound there consists of 1 magnesium atom and 2 chlorine atoms. Okay. For the carbon dioxide molecule, the formula for carbon dioxide is CO2. Okay, that's carbon dioxide consists of 1 atom of carbon and 2 atoms of oxygen. While for the sulfuric acid, the formula for the sulfuric acid is H2SO4. So in the sulfuric acid consists of 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of sulfur and 4 atoms of oxygen. Okay, ini kita guna sebagai compound lah. 1 compound, 1 compound and 1 compound. Neutral semuanya, there's no charge. Okay, superscript tak ada apa-apa charge. So maksudnya dia neutral. So bila dia neutral, maksudnya the sum of oxidation number for the whole compound here is equal to 0. Okay, sama juga ini. Oxidation number for the whole compound untuk keseluruhan compound. Bukan untuk one single atom, but for the whole compound, oxidation number is equal to 0. Okay, special case. Special case. Okay, special case. Example here. Number 1, all group 1 elements have the oxidation number plus 1. Okay, group 1 element kita tahu dia sebagai alam metal. Alkaline metal. Group 1 element is alkaline metal. So, contoh dia adalah sodium and potassium. So, all group 1 element have the oxidation number plus 1. Bermaksud, all elements in group 1 must donate 1 electron to become ion, okay, and achieve stable octet. So, the oxidation number for sodium and potassium basically is plus 1. Okay, dua-dua ni adalah plus 1 lah. Okay. So, oxidation number for sodium and potassium is equal to plus 1. Okay. All group 2 elements have the oxidation number of plus 2. Group 2 is also known as alkaline earth metal. So, dia metal juga. Example element yang ada dalam group 2 adalah magnesium and calcium. Okay. All elements located in the group 2 must have the oxidation number is of plus 2. Plus 2 bermaksud dia donate 2 electron. Okay. So, that's why dia punya charge become plus 2. Okay, so plus 2. Right. Next, all group 3 elements have the oxidation number of plus 3. For example, element in group 3 is aluminium. So, the oxidation number for aluminium is always plus 3. Okay. So, kita tengok group 1, group 2 and group 3 semua adalah positively charged ion. Bermaksud dia adalah metal. So, bila dia metal, dia akan tendency untuk menjadi positively charged ion because basically metal will donate electrons. Okay. Right, number 4, group 17 elements, also known as halogens. Okay, example of the elements in group 17 is chlorine, bromine and iodine. Okay. And basically the oxidation number is negative 1. Okay. Kenapa negative 1? It means that all the elements in group 17 must receive or gain 1 electron. So, bila dia terima 1 electron, maksudnya dia akan menjadi negatively charged, negative 1. So, oxidation number for all elements in group 17 mostly is negative 1 lah. Okay. Alright. Next. Oxygen has the oxidation number of negative 2 in most of its compound except for the hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide dia punya formula H2O2. So, contoh dalam aluminium oxide. So, the oxidation number. Okay, ni pun dalam aluminium oxide Kalau kita tengok, aluminium oxide is a compound. Okay, so the sum of oxidation number for aluminium oxide is equal to 0. But oxidation number for aluminium ion sahaja, aluminium sahaja kat sini adalah plus 3. And oxidation for oxygen dalam aluminium oxide is equal to negative 2. Okay. Okay, yang tu nanti kita pergi dekat ni exceptional tu. Okay, last sekali hydrogen lah. Hydrogen has the oxidation number of plus 1 in most of its compound. An exception is the metal hydride. Okay, you must remember that hydrogen is a non-metal element. Tapi kenapa dia plus 1? Sebab dia duduk dekat group 1. Okay. Tapi it is a gas and a non-metal element. So, the charge oxidation number or oxidation number for hydrogen in ammonia is plus 1. Okay. Yang exceptional tu tadi for the oxygen. Okay, an exception the oxidation number for oxygen in hydrogen peroxide is equal to -1. And oxidation number for hydrogen in metal hydride is also -1. Okay. Alright. Yang ni exceptional, and then hopefully dia dia jarang-jarang keluar lah. Kan? Biasa dia ambil. Okay. Dia tak boleh hilang. Okay. Alright. Next. Oh, ni saya lupa nak tulis. Saya lupa nak tulis ni. +3. Okay. Next. Oxidation state change during the redox reaction. Okay. Okay. Oxidation states change during redox reaction. What does it mean? Okay, oxidation reaction takes place when the oxidation number of an element increases. So, bila oxidation reaction berlaku, the oxidation number for the element increases. Example, 0 to +1, 0 to +2, atau +1 to +2. So, oxidation number dia increases. So, maksud there's the oxidation reaction occur. Alright, reduction reaction takes place when the oxidation number of an element decreases. Okay, so reduction reaction, oxidation number must decreases. Example, from 0 to -1. So daripada 0 kepada -1, maksudnya ada penurunan kepada oxidation number dia. So it is a reduction reaction. So kita tengok contoh macam mana. Okay, look at the equation for the reaction between sodium and chlorine. Okay, sodium react with chlorine gas to produce sodium chloride, NaCl, and the chemical equation is Na, okay, plus chlorine gas Cl2 produce sodium chloride. So if you still remember, kita ada kat sini, nampak ni saya bracketkan S, bracket G, bracket S. Kalau ingat balik apa yang dimaksudkan dengan bracket kat tepi-tepi ni. Okay, so it indicates the state of matter of the compound or element. So S here means solid lah. So maksud sodium in a solid state, chlorine in a gas state, and sodium chloride produk yang terhasil dalam solid state. So when we have the chemical equation here, firstly we must make sure that the chemical equation is balanced. Okay, macam nak tahu balance, kita tengok sodium di sebelah kanan ada, sodium on the left side is equal to 1, ada satu saja. Okay, but sodium on the right side is 1, samalah. Okay, chlorine on the left side is 2, but chlorine on the right side is only 1. So tidak balance untuk chlorine sahaja. Okay, but walaupun kita kata tidak balance untuk chlorine sahaja, kita akan menganggap bahawasanya the whole chemical equation here does not balance. So we must balance the whole chemical equation. Okay. Okay, so example kat sini. Okay, sodium ada berapa? 1. Okay, chlorine ada 2. Okay, so sodium di sebelah kanan ada 1 and chlorine di sebelah kanan ada 1. So tidak balance untuk chlorine. Jadi to balance the equation, kita mesti hanya letakkan any integer di hadapan ini sahaja. Any integer 1 sampai 9, 1 sampai 10, tak kisah berapa. Okay, any integer, tapi dia letak kat depan sahaja. Okay, tak boleh letak di belakang sini atau di belakang sini. Kita nak letak 2 kat sini tak boleh, sebab dia akan mengubah dia compound, the chemical compound. Jadi dia akan jadi salah lah. Sebab bila kita letak di belakang, dia sepatutnya dia macam ni kan. So dia adalah formula dia. Jadi to balance the chemical equation, we must put any integer. Okay, mesti try and success lah. Okay, so contoh kat sini. Kita letak 2. Okay, so sekarang sodium dah jadi 2. Okay, and chlorine juga dah jadi 2. Okay, balance for chlorine. Tapi tiba-tiba tak balance pula untuk sodium. Ada 2 sodium di sebelah kanan. Okay, 2 ni mesti darabkan dengan keseluruhan yang di belakangnya. Okay. Integer kat depan ni kena darab keseluruhan kat belakang. So bermaksud kita ada 2 sodium and 2 chlorine. Okay. Jadi balance untuk chlorine tapi tidak balance untuk sodium di sebelah kiri. Maksudnya kita letak 2 lah kat sini. So now sekarang dah ada 2 sodium. Okay, chlorine ada 2 kat sini. Dan 2 sodium, 2 chlorine lah. So dia dah balance. Okay, so the chemical equation is already balanced. So saya padam. Okay. So apa yang kita nak lihat kat sini adalah change in the oxidation number dia. So kita letak warna biru. Okay. Alright, oxidation number for sodium. So remember, oxidation number for element of atom, dia neutral. So oxidation number for sodium here is equal to 0. Okay. And oxidation number for chlorine that exists in chlorine molecule is also equal to 0. Okay. Oxidation number for the whole compound, sodium chloride, is equal to 0, but oxidation for sodium here is equal to plus 1. Okay, remember sodium kan group 1, jadi oxidation number is always plus 1. And oxidation number for chlorine is negative 1. Kan yang tadi kita dah tengok. Alright, so bila kita tengok dalam reaction ni, there's an increase in oxidation number for siapa? Sekejap kita tengok. Mana hijau. Okay. So tengok dekat ni, sodium ni kan. There's increase in oxidation number from 0 to plus 1. Okay. So increase in oxidation number. Increase. Okay, oxidation number increase. Sorry, tulisan buruk. Increase in oxidation number from 0 to plus 1. Betul kan? Mathematically, kosong kepada positif 1 adalah kenaikan lah. Okay, so it indicates that sodium undergoes oxidation reaction. Kenapa? Sebab oxidation number dia increase from 0 to plus 1. Okay, next, what happened to the chlorine? Okay, chlorine kat sini oxidation number from 0 to negative 1. So there's a reduction in the oxidation number of chlorine from 0 to negative 1. So berlaku reduction reaction terhadap chlorine. So that is this reaction is a redox reaction? The answer is yes, because oxidation. Okay, this is a redox reaction because oxidation and reduction occur in one reaction. Okay. Alright, kita tengok contoh yang kedua. When chlorine is bubbled through a solution of iron 2 chloride, iron 3 chloride is formed. The equation and oxidation states are FeCl2, iron 2 chloride, react with chlorine gas, produce iron 3 chloride. So AQ here is mean aqueous solution lah. Maksudnya iron 2 chloride telah dicampurkan ke dalam air untuk menjadikan dia aqueous solution. Okay, again, first kali kita mesti tengok, kita mesti pastikan this chemical equation is balanced. Okay, on the left and on the right. Okay, kita guna warna merah. Right, so on the left side we have one iron. Okay, 2 chlorine kat sini, 2 chlorine. Jadi total number of chlorine di sebelah kiri adalah 4. Okay. Dan di sebelah kanan, the number of iron is 1, but the number of chlorine is 3. So tidak balance untuk chlorine. Jadi kita anggap semua chemical equation tidak balance. So we must balance the equation by trying as success. Saya cuba letak 2 di sini. Okay. So now Iron dah jadi 2. Klorin dah jadi 4. Okay. And then saya letak 2 lagi di sini. So iron jadi 2. Klorin jadi 6. Jadi total number for iron on the left side is equal to 4. Is equal to 2. And the total number of iron on the right side is also equal to 2. Okay. Iron pada sebelah kiri 2, pada sebelah kanan pun 2 juga. So balance for iron. And then the number of chlorine on the left side is 2 times 2, 4 plus 2, so is equal to 6. Right? So now di sebelah kanan 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Jadi dia dah balance ya. Okay, dah balance.